Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Well, wasn't that great, the rain we had? Our first rain.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Is that good?
After the rain, I slept so good.
Yeah. Boy, it's amazing how much cooler it has gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just really amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Lori, tomorrow, I don't know what you have in plan, but I just got an email from somebody saying that down on the lake, there's a problem with the sewer line, and I'm going to go down and investigate it, and see what's happening there. So I'm going to walk down there. We get up pretty early in the morning.
Okay.
You want to go with me?
No, I think I have a walk with my girlfriend.
Are you going to walk?
I'm going to walk with my girlfriend.
Okay, you're really walking a lot now.
Yeah. I try to do, at least 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
But someday I'm so tired, I cannot do it.
Okay.
But someday I do like 18,000 steps.
Wow. So you're doing maybe in those days 5 miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your knee is healing up.
It kind of healing pretty good, but it seems like that muscle is still not strong yet.
Okay.
Sometimes still have pain and tingling, and well, what it is.
Yeah.
I hope it'll go fluent like that. But now I'm getting nervous because we're gonna go on a traveling, honey.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Right. And Tuesday I have a phone consultation at 8 in the morning, but that's no problem. I can do that from the hotel.
Oh, I hope it have internet.
Oh, yeah, it'll have internet. Well, it's movie time for me now, and so I'm gonna watch my movie.
Oh my goodness, almost 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't have my dinner.
Yeah.
I'm so
I've already
exhausted.
eaten. Okay, so I'm gonna watch a movie.
Okay, I'm so exciting about my dress. I'm so happy. And now I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat.
This is the perfect time of the day for me, getting up really early before other people are out and just walking the back streets of Ajijic. This particular street is called Cologne, and it is a major tourist attraction here in Ajijic. This is where the art galleries are, the boutique restaurants and boutique coffee shops, the gift stores, also the clothing stores, and restaurants. And you do get a variety of restaurants. This is the time of the day I cherish of walking here. And this is what I wanted to share with you, the little village of Ajijic. Well, I've mentioned it in other videos that the lake here Lake Chapala is the largest lake in Mexico. It is like 50 miles long, and it's about 18 to 20 miles wide. And so a little bit is it here in the state of Jalisco, and then it runs over to Michoacan. And so it's a big lake. And the interesting thing is that we're having some problems with it, with the crap that's going into the lake. And so the sewer system is overflowing in places, and you'll get, this crap going in the lake. And that's crazy, and it's terrible. But it's just what it is here, and we just have to accept it. Don't go swimming in the lake. That's for sure. Don't go swimming in the lake. I'm going to slip in this little thank you to all of our Patreons who have supported us over the years. We want to give you a shout out by mentioning you here in this video. If you feel you get value from our videos and you would like to support us on our Patreon account, we would appreciate that. See our contact in the description. Well, let's talk about the lake and what's happening. Okay, so as you see here in this little clip, this is actually, to be crude, this is actually the shit that is running, overflowing from the sewer system and flowing into the lake. And what we're looking at is we're looking at raw sewage that's running out of this little hole here, this big holding tank. It's a holding tank for the sewage to be stored, and then it's pumped out into a, supposedly it's pumped out about 5 miles away. It's all pumped underground apparently. But because of all the building going on here, this is some of the things that scares us that live here, as that we've over stressed the sewer system. In other words, it can't take all of the waste that's going in because there's so much more building going on. Now, this is a small representation of raw sewage going into the lake. I can't say it's happening every block, and I can't even say it's happening every day, and it's not. But when it does get to that, level where it can't take it anymore, the thing what it is that they have not changed the original pipe sizes, so they haven't gone to a bigger pipe to cover the sewage, and that would handle it. They've kept with the very small original size. And so hundreds of homes, hundreds of units, I should say, that are now hooked up to the sewer system, and they are causing a problem here. And so here we see this raw sewage going into the lake. Well, what does that mean? That means pollution to the lake. It means, definitely you don't want to go swimming in the lake. Also, how does that affect the fish? Does that pollute the fish and stuff like that? This is a big concern in here. And so it is frustrating when we start to see that this type of thing is happening. When you see raw sewage going in, it does gross you out. Fishermen still fish here, of course. I don't know how that works. I know with catfish, they like they actually eat, the crap from other fish and stuff that falls down to the bottom of the pond or the lake or whatever, and they eat that. I'm not sure the way that works here with tilapia and how that works, if that's an adverse effect or not, or if it really makes any difference. Yeah, that's a real concern that us that live here are having. What's going to happen? Lucky with us, we're actually on a septic system, and so we don't have a problem with that. More homes are going more towards the septic system just because of the sewage also, but a lot of them are just hooking right up. So it's a interesting quandary to be in here. And so I just wanted to give you an update on that, and don't want to freak you out, but these are little things that are happening here that a lot of people won't talk about, and maybe they don't even see it. I just happen to be being at the right place at the right time to see the wrong thing, to see this sewage just going into the lake. So that's why I want to report it to you. Hey, listen, we love the area. This is not going to change our opinion of it in the sense of we're not going to, freak out and think we need to leave or anything like that. We're not going to do that. So we're still committed to being here, and and we find the good outweighs the bad. But that's just a little update. I guess if you're thinking about buying a house, you want to be concerned about that, and you'd really want to clarify with the owner or the real estate agent, what is the sewage system like? I think it's a big concern. And so ask the real estate people, you do your due diligence, because later on, if you have a problem with your sewage, or maybe you have a problem, and they're going to sugarcoat you, and they're going to give you some sweet answers, go to the water department. That's what I do. That's where I get my information. They'll tell me, you don't want to buy in this area, or this is where we're having problems, and maybe over on this side we're not having problems. And so that's who I want it from. I don't want it from a real estate agent that has a vested interest to sell me the property so he can make his commission. So those are sort of things that I would suggest that you look out for here at Lakeside. It is a situation that we're not happy with. Who could be happy with that? So, and they're not building sewage treatment plants. You'd think they'd be building sewage treatment plants. No. And with all the baby boomers that want to live here and come in here, this place is just starting to grow. Really, there's just going to be a lot more bigger developments coming in, complexes of maybe 50 units that will then tax the water system and the wells, and also the sewage here. So do your due diligence in there. I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot me. I'm just trying to give you information that maybe will educate you a little bit on the way to handle moving into this area. And so this way you can pick, an area that you like, you'll enjoy, and you don't have to freak out or move or get caught with a lot of extra bills and costs for putting in maybe a septic tank. And maybe that would be the answer that you'd have to do if you're having a problem with your sewage backing up. Hey, how about pushing the like there? That's very important. That would help us out a lot. Push the like right now. If you would like to talk about stuff like this, I do have a private phone consultation you can book with me. At the end of the video, you'll see a little pop-up that says book now. There is a service charge of that. We're having a half price sale. It's $38 now for a 50-minute to a 60-minute talk. I think it's well worth it, especially if you're thinking about buying property here. I'm not a real estate agent, okay, anything like that. It's just my being in the area, seeing things like that, raw sewage coming out, and knowing a little bit more. I walk a lot of the areas. I walk the back streets. I see all of the good, bad, and the ugly that happens. So if you'd like a phone consultation, you can, book that. If you're thinking about coming down here and you would like to get acquainted with the area, I do have a service there where I can pick you up at your hotel, take you around. We can spend a full day hitting all the little villages along the lake. We can talk about, say real estate, if that's what you're interested in. I can show the areas that I would recommend maybe not buying or maybe buying in. That could be, a service charge that, I do have a cost for that. If you just go to my email, which is jerrybrowntravels@gmail.com, and you write me a little note, I'll get back with you and I'll ask some questions, about what your needs are and stuff like that. And then we can talk about, what that cost would be and how long you would like to do it. Typically, we spend a full day. We'll use my car. You don't have to rent a car. That saves you, about $50 rental car fee. And, yeah, I'd love to show you around and give you some information. Next video, 2 weeks, 5 p.m. California time. Also, if you would like to book that appointment, press the book now